I hope your Valentine's Day is sweet. So, if you found this live, it is absolutely not by accident. First of all, because I don't do lives, but I'm doing one today. I want to help you guys out with continuing to have a fun, confident, laid back weekend as well as a laid back life. So, I'm popping in just to say hi to my friends, them. See what y'all got going on. If it's anything you need to know, okay, before you put on your best duds and step out, you know. So throughout the live, we're gonna if there's anyone who's interested in doing a quick flip, you know, for whatever donation, I'm in. Look at this though. I'm just doing an overall pulse check of the energies that are gonna find this video. And the first thing I got here says Hierophant and High Priestess, a spiritually ascended power couple. So that's a really, really big message for somebody on this Valentine's Day. Facts. Because not only do you have someone coming in, this is someone that's got good goddamn sense. And y'all can talk about things like the secrets of the universe together. I love it. So you're not just a power couple, you're also very spiritually ascended. This could be talking to or about someone on the West Coast. What's up? It's been a long time since I've been to the West Coast. Now, for someone who wasn't ready to assimilate to this spiritually ascended power couple vibe, it's too little too late for them to try and pull up and please, baby, please their way back into your life. Ooh, that says toxic devils. Your ancestors are not playing. So if some plans fell through with the person that you really wanted to get out and cut up with, it was that whole rejection is your protection bit. Real quick, let me grab my zodiac cards in case I feel led to pop the zodiac signs of the people you shouldn't be giving no time with your sweet, tender heart space, and the people that you might want to consider doing that with. One moment. And it's my fault because I should have came over here with these. I knew I was going to want to get a little nosy today for my friends. Hey, y'all. Hey. So, just a quick pulse check to touch on what your ancestors want to talk about today, the day of love, so they say. I think for the bulk of you, they just want you to continue holding out for this Hierophant High Priestess energy that you are meant for. You understand? We're not dealing with folks who can't control their urges, folks who don't have any ambitions, folks who don't want to learn, think, grow on a more ascended, grown folk scale. We ain't doing it no more. So your ancestors got you slated for an energy. Greetings. Hey, honey. They got you slated for a Hierophant High Priestess vibe. Not only is this someone that you're attracted to, they got some good goddamn sense. Hey, Joshua, Yona. So they also hinted that for some of you, they could be talking to some of you who are on the West Coast, or they're indicating that the other half to this spiritually ascended power couple you're meant for, that they may be on the West Coast. Now, before we get any further, happy love day, darlings. The last two papers that I popped said too little, too late, and toxic devils. So your ancestors definitely trying to make sure that not only you're still working your way towards your correct counterpart, but that you're staying away from those who might try and come through and trick you up and say, oh, it's me. Look, I do all the stuff. And then they like fugazi, real fugazi, you know? Spirit, show us the toxic devils that then tried to pull up too late after playing around and breadcrumbing. Like, people got time for that. That toxic devil could have been an Aquarius, okay? Hey, honeys, hey. I hope y'all having a sweet Saturday, whether you got an established sweetie or not, Okay? You your sweetie. Ain't you sweet enough to be your sweetie? Aries could be that toxic devil that might try and pull back up. I think we aren't we in the middle of some sort of retrograde again? Mercury, of course we are, because boy, that last reading I posted, you talking about somebody who was tongue tied and glitching. So yeah, they might try and spin the block and hope that they can get you to remember them. That toxic Capricorn. Your ancestors are saying that it's too little too late for that particular person. Ooh. So on the bottom of the deck, we have sixth house. They're damaged in their sixth house, friend. You know what that is? That's about health. Okay? So some of these people who wanted to roam the streets and be for the streets have went outside and compromised their health, friend. Okay? Routines, they're disjointed, they're out of whack. I got Seven of Cups energy and reverse Ace of Swords for this person in the last read. Meaning they're ta-ta right now. They're out of it. They have dark, evil attachments that are at the wheel right now. So they just trying to find shelter. They ain't thinking. You know what I'm saying? And then work here. So this person is a part of their judgment for being a narcissistic butt face, a toxic devil. They done been cut off from their supply as it pertains to their means, their resources, etc. They lost their jobs. Okay? But it has more to think. It has more to do with, oh my God. It has more to do with the fact that they couldn't maintain their responsibilities for chasing tail or chasing pain all the time. Like it, you know, they could say it's karma for how they did you wrong, but this person is just irresponsible and inconsiderate, period. And it showed up in the way they upheld their commitment to their workplace. And so they lost their job. This is somebody who's non-committal even to, you know, their workspace. If they feel like, you know, they got a chance to go somewhere and if they feel like they can scoot off to go get laid or get this thrill, they'll ditch their job. This is someone who's not committed to nothing. So they done lost that. They didn't compromise their health. I wouldn't, friend. I wouldn't spend a block for that. So that's who your ancestors are telling you. You need to just continue to stay away from that person. It's too little, too late for you to try and do anything with them because they're not at all a Hierophant or a high priestess. They for the streets and they will out, just like the live trolls. Ooh, they be so starved for attention. Look at your little hungry souls. Yikes. Okay, so for those of you who may have an actual love life ahead of you instead of the troll king, who actually does have a purpose on earth. Y'all don't start me up. I am from Portsmouth, Virginia. It don't get no more petty than that. All right, see you later, Joshua. Listen, I'm in my North Node. Big time. I am. And kudos to all of you who have done the work to get to and maintain your North Node every day, even with the little life trolls, the little flying monkey folks and such. So, what y'all got planned today? Virginia, what is this? Don't do this, Wonder Winds. Virginia, what the hell is that on the screen? Yeah, Virginia. Come on out here this summer. We have pretty good beach tourism. We got Neptune Beach out this joint. Come get you a taste of that Neptune Poseidon vibe. Them waves. If you're not used to the Atlantic Ocean on the coastline, get ready for some good waves and a lot of salt. Okay, that may be a tidbit for somebody, maybe time for a salt bath to tighten stuff up since folks worried about what could be loose. Oh, other folks, tighten up your energetic field. Do the spiritual bath, put some salt in it, and let me out. So yeah, it's excellent though. It's the biggest, the Atlantic. It's the greatest salt bath you'll ever get in. It'll snatch all sorts of toxic devils out your soul. Now look, while I've been messing around, I actually did pull a card for you guys. It said new doors are opening. Okay. Of course, it's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to go through the thing, but they're definitely opening. And this is talking about a new home for somebody. So maybe for some of you, your path to this new life of being fulfilled in your heart space starts in your home space. The spaces that are sacred, where you lay your head, where you take these spiritual baths, where you recalibrate, where you pull yourself back together, you know? So some of you are getting an upgrade or new opportunity as it pertains to your residence. Might be time for you to move, finally. Okay? Get away from those horrible neighbors. Or that horrible ex that one of them toxic devils you didn't have to get the restraining order on. Like, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to get on that up. They're talking to or about a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo in the mix here, okay? Honey, you have a new home or a new door that is going towards this a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or during those seasons, okay? Remember, a lot of us are experiencing a ton of energetic shifts in lockstep with nature, with the actual new year, okay? With the actual spring equinox, the equinoxes, okay? And then, of course, summer solstice. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's Cancer season, but Taurus season is an excellent transition, okay? Come on now, Wiz. I'm trying to stay on point. See, this is the reason why I used to get in trouble at corporate America jobs when I was out there. Because it was always me and another grade A butthole that would just keep some running goofy stuff going all day. like don't get me started, okay? I used to love to mess around. Our supervisors used to hate us. Facts. But yeah, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy significant. See, this is exactly how I would end up with the little write-ups. It would find me a little buddy just like that, and we'd be cutting up so bad at work. Okay, funny sidebar, okay? Because I see so much of my South Node self in the trolls when they pull up. I'm like, dang, I used to be also wild-ish myself. I used to work in a call center a long time ago, okay? And this was back when I started reading. Go ahead on then, Wiz. Look, I had started reading rooms and people figured it out. So they used to just come past my cubicle like on their 15-minute breaks or their lunch breaks. And they'd be like, hey, drop a few stones for me. Like, I need to know what's going on. I didn't apply for a raise or whatever. It ain't happening. What's going on with my boyfriend? Blah, blah, blah. So they kind of knew on the cool that I was doing readings in the call center. Right? And so there was this one lady that just insisted that in addition to doing readings that I had to have like been bound to Satan. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't have just been somebody who don't like walking through life blind. That couldn't have just been all it was. No, I had to been a shepherd for the devil as well. So that heifer used to troll me at work. She worked on a complete other wing. We weren't even on the same side of the building. It was a large site. This heifer used to make it her business to walk all the way to the other side of the building to escort and walk people by my cubicle so she could be like, that's her. She the one that does like, you know, just starting all kinds of crap talking about me at work, right? So I used to work a shift that by the time I left, most of the other shifts had already exited the building. So basically be empty. And I would pass her section on the way out of the building, right? And every day, after she started that trash, every day I used to stop at her desk and turn everything backwards or flip it over upside down. And I mean everything. Her computer monitor, I would turn that joint around backwards. The keyboard would be flipped over. The mouse would be flipped over. Everything would just be flipped over and messed with. And then one time I took it a little further and I started writing room formulas on sticky notes and pasting them all over her monitor. Since I'm a witch now, let's play. So when I tell you that honey did whatever she had to do to get transferred to a new department, lickety split, like a whole new, get out of here. Stop messing around. If you didn't make me your focus, then we wouldn't be in this tango now. Now we doing a dance. Don't ask me to dance because I got moves, baby. Okay. But anyways, like our friend that had to transfer because they got got spooked by your girl. Cause I play around, okay? Don't do it. Like them, you now have new doors opening. You're getting transferred, friend, from a sketchy timeline to somewhere that you can call home, because they're calling this new opportunity or this new door that's opening a new home. Now, it could be an actual home, or it could just be a new environment where you feel at home. You understand? Yeah, I like this for you. Yeah. Look at this. Had them blocks, had them obstacles. You know which ones they was. They the ones we talked about at the beginning of the live. The toxic devils. Yeah. That's all it was. But as soon as you decided it was too little, too late for them, now the gates of the new opportunities opening up. Look. Wish is coming true, friend. Coming true, friend. You got rid of them blocks. This is also talking about the blocks that you put in their way so that they can't follow you. Because your new timeline has the velvet rope treatment. Okay? Oh, let me out. Wiz, you're always welcome here, friend. I don't care, you know, how pissy of a mood you might be in, or even if you're in a really great mood, just whatever, man. Come through. We friends. You friend. Okay? I promise if we work together, I would at least not do enough to get you fired. Because I don't believe in messing with people's coins. Okay? We get a few chuckles, but I ain't gonna mess with your money. I wouldn't have got you fired or nothing like that. All right, see ya. But for all of us, whenever you're catching this, with the wishes coming true, one of your wishes was to block those people that were trolling you. Like, cause mind your business. If you don't want a reading in the call center, then why are you even over here? Why are you over here? Like, you kudos to you for blocking things out of your space that don't add to the path you're on. You know what I'm saying? And not making time for doing BS for stuff that's not on the path you're on. Like, you so about alignment now that things are coming into alignment. That's why your wishes are coming true. This is somebody that's serious about their north node, okay? Even if you do a little bit of tricky south node stuff here and there, okay? Okay, you're still a good person. You're still not a compromised vessel. You understand? You are still aligned enough to get these new doors to open it for you, or this new home. Okay? Just so you know, it's still on the table. Regardless of what your ex or your stupid coworkers or your messed up neighbor, regardless of what they have to say about you, you're aligned enough for your wishes to come true. You ended a karmic cycle. Closure. Soul lesson. Okay? You done closed it. And of course, since you see me on Valentine's Day, if you're even half interested in love, this is definitely talking about your love life. Happy Love Day, beloveds. Yeah, you don't deserve those goofies in your life, so you didn't block them successfully. Wishes coming true. Now those new doors are swinging wide open. Ooh, you know that's gonna kill them. You know that's going to hurt their bones. It's going to disturb them all the way down to their mitochondria. And that is fine because ain't nobody tell them to be disturbed. That's on them, not your monkey. Okay? You have new opportunities ahead. Man, I reckon I'll pull a bit of tarot here. Is that tarot? Yeah. I just seen the Chariot. You're definitely moving on. Those new doors are opening and you're gone. Okay? Happy Love Day, Elevator. 8220. Excellent angel numbers. I love 8s and 2s. Yeah. Kudos for all of you who are managing to capture a love vibration, whatever day that it is, in this psychotic simulation we're all in. You can still find some love within and without in this psychotic simulation. You're definitely a divine being. Okay? And you deserve all of these wishes that are coming true. Spirit, show us with the uprights these wishes that friends them have called down from the heavens. Woo! Victory, truth and honesty, your role and your right as the King of Swords. Some of you asked for the scythe, the sheath, the sword to be able to cut those toxic devils loose, and they handed it right to you. You sitting as king. Heads are rolling. You hear me? Anyone that's not in alignment, that's a part of that karmic cycle, they're going to get sliced with this sword with that closure. Cord cutting at its finest. Okay? Definitely a whole lot of mental clarity. It's like a lot of people from your past that now you're straight on them. You're like, yeah, I'm clear on what you thought you were going to do with me, to me, around me, behind my back, all of that. Yeah, ha! Woo! Woo, child! 6 of Wands. So I said this in the last reading. There are a lot of you that are going to be known for your speaking, orator skills, speaking engagements, teaching. Because to get the King of Swords with the 6 of Wands, this is giving me like the professor, someone who stands before people and shares, expresses, or clears things up for folks. Authors. There are authors. Okay? Some of these new doors that are opening for you, King of Sword energies, is because of how sharp your mind is. How excellent your communication skills are. You are authors. King of Swords, 6 of Wands. Oh, now that's an excellent question. That's an excellent question. I was wondering. Thank you, Sabine. I was wondering when someone was gonna ask. Okay, hey Aiden. Someone had asked a question about this love day energy. So in addition to this particular opportunity for some of you who are authors, let's see what Corrupt got on the table as it pertains to an arranged or a marriage that's based off of love. Ooh, somebody brave, y'all. They willing to let us get in their business with them. I leave that to y'all, okay? Because not everybody got enough kahunas to get their stuff talked about out in the open in front of other people. But let's do it. Spirit, come through for Corrupt. Is this going to be love or arranged? Baby. It looks like your connection is going to be based off of assets. Not going to lie. It feels like, now I'm not going to lie, to have the energy of the King of Pentacles here, the energy of a provider, there absolutely has to be compassion and consideration for someone to want to provide for you. Or, you know what I'm saying? So there is some level of compassion there. But I'm not going to lie to you, with the King of Pentacles showing up here, your ancestors mean for you to build an empire. The love's going to be there, but it's probably going to come second to the assets. You and your person are going to be asset stacking, building. Now, I know you didn't see it at the very beginning, but I pulled an oracle card that said Hierophant and High Priestess, a spiritually ascended power couple. So you're definitely going to have love on the menu, corrupt. Okay? You're definitely going to have love on the menu, but the top priority is going to be the legacy and the asset and the resources. Y'all going to have many responsibilities, okay? And the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck, we talking about things of value that are worth protecting. So if you can do a good job at managing the assets and protecting them, then you'll free yourself up enough to be able to retire to your bedrooms for the sweet stuff. Okay? You're welcome, darling. Absolutely welcome. Now, let's find out more about these new doors, these opportunities opening up. Feel free to drop a question in the comments. I'll try to get to them as I see them, as I'm spirit led to answer them. Corrupt, you have a beautiful weekend, a beautiful life. Because at least you know you're not going to be having no daggone struggle love. You at least know that much. Okay? Spirit, tell us more about these new doors, opportunities opening up for friends. Eight of Cups. Remember I asked for the uprights. Eight of Cups is out here. This is talking about getaways, retreats. This is definitely talking about abandoning those toxic devils that came up in the first bit of oracles. Oh, you want to know about entrepreneurship versus corporate? I don't know. King of Pentacles is giving kind of self-made. Facts. Once you the king, I don't know. Like you kind of let's ask though. Spirit, come through. Corrupt now wants just a quick pulse check on that money tip. Corporate job or entrepreneurship? Oh man, that one jumped. Where did it go? This looks like entrepreneurship, friend. Look at you. That's Seven of Pentacles. That's about someone that tills and cultivates their own land. You know what this also tells me? For this to come out, in addition to you being called the King of Pentacles, yeah, this is giving self-made energy. And it looks like you're yielding really good crops because you got the Seven of Pentacles here, which is about fruits that can be plucked and used. You're gaining, you yielding fruit. But that's about tilling the land yourself. It ain't nobody out there doing it but you. Self-made energy. So it sounds like you're going to be hitting that King of Pentacles stride due to some entrepreneurship. All right. Okay. That's an excellent question, Sabine. Will you already be established at the time you meet your person, or are you all starting it up together? Let's see. Spirit, tell us for Sabine. Woo! This is wild because they responded with the Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I need another one because to me, for the Knight of Cups to come up, it sounds like something is being given to you because Knight of Cups is an offer. It's a sweet offer. Let's see. Spirit, show us Sabine's wealth. Is she building it beforehand or once she meets her person? I don't know. Knight of Cups sound like it's coming. It's showing up with the person. Like they gonna have it. All right. Hey, okay, that's the truth. Ace of Swords. So not to say that you should just stop trying to build yourself up, but your person, it seems, is going to be showing up with the coin. The wealth that you obtain is going to show up with the offer. But it definitely, I don't feel like it's going to show up from you just waiting around for it. Like you would already have to be moving like someone who's in alignment with wealth. Even if you haven't obtained all of it yet, like your mindset, everything would have to be thinking on a grander scale as it pertains to wealth building. But that person, this is the Knight of Cups, honey. That means that their wealth is showing up in this cup. Okay? You're just going to have to be mentally ready to get on board and continue helping the engine go and continue helping the empire build. Okay? But it doesn't look like you're the one starting it from scratch. It's coming to you in a cup, in an offer. All right. I did see something about Marisol. Aiden, baby, friend. Let's see. Will Marisol call you this February? Does she like you? Let's see what the energy is around Marisol for Aiden. Okay. You're welcome, Corrupt. After Aiden, I'm gonna help the Mystic Navigator. All right. Aiden wants to know about Marisol, Spirit. Show us with the uprights the energy around if Marisol is going to soften up, become more social. You know what's funny is that I'm sitting at my window, and right outside the window, Aiden, in the grass, is a bunch of little guys outside playing, and they're like wrestling. And so I'm sitting here thinking like, I don't know, but check this out. Check this out. As I'm saying, but I don't know. Boom. The Two of Cups pops out. You got some good energy around Marisol. Okay? Just keep sweet thoughts around how you feel about them, so that that's the frequency that's radiating off of you, and they can, tap in. Because the Two of Cups literally came out, Aiden. I would feel really good about that if I were you, okay? So keep your hopes up. That is an excellent energy. All right, so Mystic Navigator, love you too, doll. Do you have a divine union coming in? Is it coming in soon? Okay. So let's see. Let us take a peek for the Mystic Navigator here. Who wants to know about a divine union? Is there one approaching soon? Show us with the upright spirit. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, lively energy around the question, around the response, rather. Very, very, very interesting. So we got the Justice energy and the Two of Swords. So this is telling me that there's like a cause and effect energy around somebody just commented Kevin Federline from the last reading. Funny. Okay, so you have this cause and effect energy around you, because to have the Justice card and then the Two of Swords is telling me that literally you decide, like, who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this is literally like some you can have whatever you like type energy. Like, all you have to do is just decide this or that. And it's law. You know what I'm saying? Like, you must be a very, very ascended energy. God dang on. You can just decide. Look, if I were you, I would just vision board your person and just wait for them to pop up. That's what it's looking like to me. Hold on. Let's see some more, because we got a real goddess in the chat. Just call it that. Just say what you want is what it's looking like to me. Two of Swords. Spiritual courts. That's what it is. There's a decision in the spiritual courts that's still okay. So if there's like a narcissist or someone from your past that you are owed justice for, there are still decisions being made around that as it pertains to tying out those loose ends and getting you weighed out and paid out double for your trouble with whoever the dirtbag was. So it feels like that this court decision is once it wraps up in the spiritual course, it's going to free you up more. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. That's what I got off of that, but let's have some more. Divine union incoming. Oh, is that the Emperor? Oh. Okay then. Okay. So after the court decision, the Emperor is immediately pulling up. That's the Emperor, and that's the Knight of Swords. We talking about speed. You hear me? All right. Libra energy, Aries energy, significant. Those seasons. Pivotal energetic shift points. Okay. I'm gonna be a little bit nosy, y'all. You know, I love confirmation. You know, it's the reason why I do what I do. Tell us something more, just for the Mystic Navigator, because that's the Emperor, Big Daddy vibes on the table. That's wow. Yeah, somebody who held a prominent position before has to finish getting tied up and bound up and locked away in spiritual jail. So it's still somebody on a soul level that the cosmic courts are still making decisions on. Okay, cosmic courts still making a decision on them. However, once this finishes, they come rushing in. Spirit, tell me, how many months? I'm gonna start with months. I'm feeling generous today. You said you did say you loved me. Show us how many months for the Navigator. That's a lot. So let's see. This must be a spread. Wow. So the Wheel of Fortune is going to shift as it pertains to those toxic devils you were dealing with in the cosmic courts, and things are going to start moving in that direction. Where is that number at? Oh, 6 of Swords came out. So 6 months, roughly. Okay? 6 months. This includes tying up the loose ends from the past karmic that you're getting justice for in the cosmic courts and getting them completely ripped out of your life, okay? Energetically and all. 6 months, okay? For them to finish getting bound up in that 8 of Swords in the cosmic courts and freeing up the space that Big Daddy energy needs to come in. So I would say about 6 months, honey. That's pretty, to me, that's kind of fast, but I don't know. Maybe it's not fast to you, but that's what they're saying. Okay, and but the good news is that they're giving a 6 of Swords energy around it, meaning it's going to be you coming out of those rough waters and into the smooth sailing with that Emperor once they pull up. Let me see if I can keep up with the chat, y'all. Hey, y'all. Absolutely, Eddie, my pleasure. Yes, indeed, my friend. So we have Mystic Spiral. Hey, honey. Hey. Ooh, on the split, baby. I'm just seeing the Empress energy. That's beautiful vibes. I'm reading the uprights for y'all today. I ain't gonna mess around with the reversals too tough. And be having to smudge my house. Real bad. extra smudges. All right. Mystic Spiral. What we got for you? How's your love life looking? Spirit, let's talk to our friend Mystic Spiral 3. All right, uprights. What we got? Ooh, wee. Ooh, darling. So the first thing I saw is the Page of Cups. Okay, that's very sweet energy. It's giving that step before things turn into romance, like friendliness. Like, I like you enough to go eat lunch with you, or go to a movie with you, or sit on the phone with you, talk about music with you. Like, it's friendly, right? And then I had the 10 of Pentacles here. So this is a very valuable friendship, okay? But then there's this 5 of Wands. I'm guessing it's a friendship so valuable, there are people that are willing to try and bop you across your head for it. Okay, give me a second. Mystic Spiral. Because you know, when someone's willing to challenge you for something, it's valuable. Okay? Hey, Divana! So it feels like you're on a talking stage with someone, or you will be soon. What is the 5 of Wands about, Spirit? Give me I need to find out what this is, because it feels like there may be some sort of a hater, okay? That's trying to interfere with stuff. Give me something on the 5 of Wands, Spirit, for Mystic Spiral 3. Yeah! Somebody's trying to cause endings. We're going to find out who it is. It might be a Scorpio from your past. It's somebody you don't deal with anymore. Either a past friend or a past lover. Oh, okay. So it's someone that worked in or works in the same industry as you, okay? I get the feeling this person talks a lot of trash. So there's somebody, you got a hater around you. Okay. So if I were you, I would get heavy into prayer and meditation about these, because remember, before you popped on, I pulled this oracle, which is about blocks and obstacles. So I'm glad you popped on so the spirit could let you know about this, because on the other side of remedying this, you all also had wishes coming true and new doors are opening. So regardless of what the details are, as it pertains to what you got to work through to get there, the baseline for anyone who sees this live, who's led to come in and watch this video, the baseline with the oracles for all of you is that your wishes are coming true in spite of previous blocks and obstacles, and new doors are opening. Okay. So with that being said, Mystic Spiral 3, let us have spirit show us. Oh, and I forgot to show you, because again, I know you just popped on. The bottom of that deck says karmic cycle closures, soul lessons. Okay, so it might have been a cycle you repeated a few times. Okay, dating that person or those types of people. But that's closing. The hater stuff, that 5 of Wands energy is closing. But just know that if you've been wondering why things weren't going as smoothly as they could have, yeah, it's because there's some extremely negative energy. Somebody jealous of you. You must be really good looking or something. They hating hard. They hope nobody like you. This is crazy. Spirit, show us the new doors that are opening, though, beyond the blocks and the obstacles. Thank you for showing us what the blocks and obstacles were. Now, just to add to that, we also got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So that's another batch of signs where who the hater could be. Show us the new doors opening for Mystic Spiral 3 in spite of the BS. Somebody hating. You must be cute. You must be real cute. They can't stand it. We got the Knight of Swords out here. Okay. So again, once these blocks and obstacles that y'all have are removed, it rushes in. This new opportunity. Show it to a spirit. This wish that comes true. But the blocks and obstacles definitely show they self for you. Oh. Y'all got folks that like to throw money around coming in. These are providers. This is probably other people who have been staying to themselves as well and just building themselves up. And once they get ready to date, it looks like they run into you and they show up with, thanks, honey. And they show up with lots of resources. You know, when you don't have to worry about the basics, like where we gonna eat, who gonna pay for the dinner, or like when you gotta worry about small stuff like that, it leaves room for y'all to actually enjoy each other. Because the little stuff is taken care of. So no more struggle love, that's for sure. Anything more about... Oh, okay then. Oh, sugar. Okay. Look, it definitely works out better for you in the end, friend. You can expect this. 2 of Wands is giving prospects. There are prospects, so they're definitely letting you know, with you holding that world in the palm of your hand, that you definitely got a successful provider type of an energy prospect out there. And when y'all do come together, y'all gonna have a lot of fun. Okay? I mean a lot. 3 of Cups, celebration energy. I'm talking about vibes, good food, good drinks, music. You see the music notes? And that wand. Very passionate, very fiery energy. This is someone that's going to be absolutely turned on by you. Okay, so like I said, like I assumed, you're probably extremely adorable. Because this person is going to be like, yeah, I want to love you, honey. Come on in here in this room. Let me talk to you away from the others. So just continue to do you guys' spiritual baths and prayers, protection prayers and meditations, etc. to continue to keep those blockages out of your way, because again, you have new doors opening. Of course, they absolutely hate it. That's why they're going to try and still be a blockage for you. But still, your wishes are meant to come true. You just simply have to insist. That's all. Another thing I like to suggest to people with working with their own subconscious mind is placing powerful affirmations or power terms in their pillow at night. Okay? This does not require you to sell your butthole to some deity or anything like that. This is literally you speaking to your own subconscious mind. You put this in your pillowcase. You go to sleep at night, and your mind is so sophisticated that it will Bluetooth sync with the energies on that Bible verse or on that prayer or on that incantation, affirmation, mantra, whatever you call it. Your mind is that sophisticated. It will Bluetooth sync with it. And you know your thoughts become things. And if it's something is Bluetooth syncing with every single night like clockwork, it becomes a steady, established rhythm in the universe. And so it is. You understand? Hi, Marie. Hey, guys. And you know what? Sandria, it's actually a whole dress. It's a full length maxi dress. All the way to the floor. Whoop, did I just flash y'all? You might have got you a glimpse of some thigh. Look, don't start stalking me now, okay? I'm just a little bitty old lady, okay? that does a little bit of divination. Cut me some slack, okay? But yeah, this is one of my favorite dresses. Only safe to wear it indoors now because it's cold in a mug outside these days. Thank you. It make me feel so fun. Like I have to these days buy colors and stuff so that it helps me to stay uplifted. Like I remember going through a time in life where my wardrobe was like all black all the time. Spring, summer, winter, fall, black, 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 black. You know what I'm saying? And the truth of the matter is that although I do look really hot in black, it's nice and crisp and sexy and such, my soul was pretty black at the time too. I was in a sorry tale marriage to a sorry tale narcissist in a really dark world. You know what I'm saying? And it came out of my clothes. So yes, I'm glad that you can feel the lovely uplifted vibes, because that's how it make me feel. Yes, indeed. Let's see what else we can get cracking for y'all. So that was an excellent bust down with this particular oracle deck. I love this. I forgot what the name of it is. Y'all, how old am I? I just turned 43 in January. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm one of the relics out this joint. But I do okay. I drink my water. Unlike most ladies my age, it's a lot of stuff I don't go for. Like I don't like wearing makeup, as you can see. God, I can't stand this. And it's crazy because people are like, oh, your face would be such a beautiful canvas for so. And I just be like, child, you don't get from around here. I can't stand feeling like something on me. It feels like a mask, y'all. And I just be like, ugh, like I want to peel it off. I can't, child. And it's crazy because my hormones be going crazy and I do not care. Yeah, I don't care. I feel good, child. This is my 40s brought such a level of just, I'm all right with me. I don't care what nobody doing. I do not care. Okay. I surely don't. Boop. Let's see what else we got. Spirit. Let's hear it. Y'all got me for a little bit. I'm going to try and do this a little more. You know what I'm saying? Anthony, stop that now. Yeah. I am actually in the process of concocting what I think Greetings, KDJ. I am in the process of concocting what I feel like would be worth a membership. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm my sun sign is Capricorn, so for me things have to be practical. Things have to make sense. You can't just be starting a membership because you got a channel. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never done a membership before now because I had never actually been working the channel. I had my channel to watch videos like everybody else. Marie, you know what's crazy? I think there's a part of me that is kind of tied to Hebrew historically, like on a soul level, because I don't have a teacher. I probably should get one. I have a really good understanding of how most of the things sound, but this is literally me just navigating the language myself. I was that curious. Like it was me that became that curious. Facts. And I was like, I just want to know like how to start tapping in, because I understood that with sacred words and sacred sayings, huermonia. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I'd be like, ooh, huermonia. Yeah, I like that one too. A lot. Ain't nothing like alignment. Things going smoothly. But yeah, I realized in speaking incantations and mantras and whatnot that English, like the English language, is the least effective in cracking the ethers. Not gonna lie. I would say the most dangerous is Latin. If you ain't doing, a lot of the most evil demons, they love to jump at the sound of Latin. You know what I'm saying? So I would say be careful with Latin, but still powerful, nonetheless, more powerful than English. Tongues like Swahili, French, honestly, anything other than English. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you say a power term in English and then say it in any other tongue, it has a louder frequency in another tongue, especially an ancient tongue, and even more so an ancient tongue that is considered to be dead. Yeah, they got heavy energetic signatures. So I just realized that reaching into other tongues made sense when I would study other practices and whatnot. And I started hearing, different names of different deities. Like the tongue became evident. Like I have to learn what this is. Like I have to get a general understanding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. It's in the wiring. It's a lot. Devonna, you nailed it. It's in the wiring. Yes, indeed. I hope y'all Saturday is going good. I swear mine is real sweet. It's so peaceful. Oh, I just saw a religious cult. Some of y'all may be, yes, I do, honey. Right now, Marie, my personal readings are open currently. Excuse me. And the email is in any description of any reading. If you just popped on one and just scroll to the bottom of a description, it's in there. Personal readings, my email, primordiallightoracle@gmail. All lowercase, straight across, no spaces, no dots, no underscores, just primordiallightoracle@gmail.com. And whenever you're, when it feels right, just reach out to me and say, hey, I want to know what you have available, and I'll be happy to respond with the rates and the process. It's real simple. I send it to you. You decide what you want, and then I'll invoice you, and it's up to you to satisfy the invoice. But don't turn around and say, hey, I want this reading about this, blah blah blah, until you're actually ready to have the reading, and then I'll be happy to help you out, friend. No worries, no rush. I really prefer for people to move on their instinct when it's time for a reading. That's why I'll mention that they're open, but I don't like to promote it because I don't want it to. It's not a pitch. It's not a sales pitch. You understand? So spirit led. Whenever it's spirit led, then just pull out. And for now, I'm doing all right. I haven't experienced any burnout yet, so the personal readings are still open. Yes, indeed. But back to that religious cult glimpse. Hey, Lady Butterfly. Happy Love Day. Happy Saturn Day. Yeah. Some of you may have been separating or severing ties as it pertains to love and sentiments. It may have been on a community level. Okay. It may have been on a community level where your heart space or your friendships or just your ties with peers was affected. And for me to see religious cult, I'm likely talking to someone who is absolutely on their journey to step into a hierophant or a high priestess mode, a sacred, a keeper of the sacred scrolls. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense that on your journey and in your learning process that your simulation, your spiritually ascended simulation will send you into certain spiritual communities or peer groups or whatnot. And it looks like one of the groups that you walked into, they weren't just some loving, uplifted spiritual community. They were actually a cult, or a coven of some sort. They had ulterior motives. Am I speaking? What do you mean? Am I speaking to one today? Am I doing card flips now? You weren't here earlier. Oh yeah, you must have been in had a diabolical spiritual community you breezed through as well. But anyone who puts a question in the chat, spirit led, I'll just, whichever one pops out, then I'll pull some cards on it for you. Something simple. Remember, if it's content that's super heavy, you do not want the whole planet to see what the answer is. You may want to get you a one-on-one session to get that tea. Woo! Yeah. So as it pertains to the religious cult or the diabolical spiritual group that you likely cut ties with, because you wanted a better peer group, Let me get these out of my face. Okay. They're under attack by natural forces, and you know who runs that. Okay. Higher forces. They're being pummeled. Okay. Because, greetings, Sassy Classy. Hey, I like that name. There's divine timing involved. Oh, my. So it feels like the people in that spiritual group or that community that were really occult and pretty diabolical, it's like they're being cast out or cast away. When you got stuff like hurricanes and mountain out here, these are people that are being chewed up and spit out by existence. Like, it's kind of bad. Ooh. So you'll be able to rebuild genuine bonds of love on a platonic level as well. Peer groups, spiritual groups, It's a shame when people act like that. Woo! You see that, don't you? On the day of love. Twin flame energy out here for you guys. Now, remember, if you saw this live from the beginning, they did mention your wishes are coming true pertaining to blockages and obstacles in your friend groups, in your communities, and in your love life. Your heart space. People that's supposed to be able to mean something to you. Yeah. Twin flame energy out here, though. Ooh, we got a location. Washington, D.C. You on the table, honey. Either you or your new friends or your person are from D.C. The destination, even if they're not from D.C., maybe they're headed there. Maybe someone's accepting a job there or a new home there. Virgo, on the table now, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or the season is significant as it pertains to this twin flame. Divine timing, though. Remember that. It's pieces that got to finish moving around. Okay? Yes, indeed. Tell us more, Spirit. Let's see what other deck I'm about to move to. I got the Hebrew Power Terms deck over here, too. Oh, so they wanted to specify. I like that. So not only is it a Virgo that you might want to be interested in, they're alkaline. So this is confirmation that the Virgo is not an acidic person. They're alkaline. Ooh, beaches. I like this. They come with vacation vibes. Now, wait a minute. Someone's person might seriously be a Virgo because remember when I was pulling tarot earlier, the King of Pentacles showed up twice. Okay. Now, I did pull for individuals in there, but just that energy's presence showing up multiple times. Yeah, this right here is definitely letting me know that someone has an alkaline earth sign. And they come with vacation vibes. Okay. Now, also, if you're this alkaline Virgo, this is again letting you know that there was some sort of a failed destiny swap. Oh my gosh. I'll get into a whole conversation about those at another time. Because destiny swaps are possible. They're just not possible with people who are on their path. Okay. So that's why most people understand them to not be possible. Because if you're on your path, it's not. But if you are a compromised vessel, anything goes. The good news, though, is that you're not a compromised vessel. You're an alkaline. And that's why that destiny swap was never going to work. Okay. So, Mystic Sparrows, they ain't the only one that's got a hater out here. Yeah, some of y'all got one. But look at what else you got. Victory. Again, they couldn't do nothing with you. These past haters from that spiritual community or those past exes or whatever. You know, people want to try and get in your way. I'll never understand. Like when you know you ain't in the mix no more, just get out the way, you know? Bonus money is dropping in. See that? I did say it was the King of Pentacles. Now, zodiac sign aside, this is somebody who is very responsible with assets and resources. And that's why they maintain them so well. You've proven yourself on your walk to the grown folk table and spirit, and your ancestors going to send you a little extra spinning change. Winter solstice had a lot to do with the energy around this bonus money continuing to snowball towards you, okay? This past winter solstice. Now, for a lot of you that are getting the larger batches, sums of money, it's going to do a complete 365 wraparound, meaning the 100% completed stage of it will be in the next winter solstice, okay? But that's for like really large amounts. I'm hearing like hefty 5 figures and up. And what I mean by hefty 5 figures, I mean like 50 grand and up. You know what I'm saying? So for the amounts that seem like much larger like that, it's going to do a 12-month wraparound. So expect to be sitting on a cool, I mean, it's the kind of 5 figures. I'm talking about at the minimum of a type of 5 figures that could clear like some serious debt. You enter into a chapter of stillness and peace. Okay. Sandria, don't do this to me. Yeah. Especially if you know how to flip money and invest it. Yeah. Somebody with some real sense could turn 50 racks. They could double that every year. That same piece of money could be 100K, 200K the next year. Like, you know, but anyways, you're sailing into calm waters, big time. 6 of swords energy still here. This says lakes and ponds, still bodies of water. So things smooth out. Things get very serene. So if you feel like you're in chaotic, like the energy around you is chaotic, more tumultuous waters, yeah, it gets real peaceful. Real peaceful by the next winter solstice. It's going to be like you can't even believe it. And for a lot of you, this is that bonus money and that twin flame pulling in. Like, not even, almost can't even believe it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, Andrea ain't fumbling no bag. That's grown folk talk. You know what's crazy? Is that someone back on Facebook, and I swear it's a boneyard for me. I don't even be over there. I just go to lurk sometimes, no lie. But one of my friends over there had did a post saying, is it wrong for someone to break up with someone who they're just not about acquiring resources or managing resources, money? And all our old asses, you see me, I got the white streak, okay? Y'all didn't know that. These are white, like it's dead center. It's a white, I got a skunk stripe on my real hair. Okay. And all of us grown folks that got the white hair, we was like, oh yeah. Anybody that's not trying to contribute or build, or they're not like a prosperity minded individual by this time, like they're not adult enough to really trying to do nothing with nobody. You still at the kitty table if you don't feel like you should have any responsibilities, or you know what I'm saying? Nobody doing no struggle love. Nobody in their right mind is okay with just settling with crumbs. If they are, they're not. They need to take their asses back up on the porch. They're not ready to be outside. They ain't ready to sit at the grown folks table. Nobody doing that. You only children have the luxury of doing the puppy love thing and not worrying about responsibilities. Children. Okay, and even some of them don't got that luxury. You understand? But once you grow, come on, baby. Come on now. Ain't nobody saying that should be the only reason why you're dating someone, but it for it to just be completely not there is a red flag. Facts. Like if you're past the age of 40, because that's my age bracket. Once you pass the age of 40, if you still sitting around asking what everybody else got to bring to the table and you ain't got your stuff together, like just get up. Get up from the table. What are you even doing over here? Like you know what I'm saying? Go sit over there at the plastic table with the little plastic chairs that's a foot off the ground. You need to go to the baby table. You ain't even got enough teeth in your mouth to chew this kind of meat. Like, get out of here. But yeah, very peaceful life you're going into. Full moon energy, very significant for folks. Okay? So stargazing. Hey, Risa. Stargazing and moon gazing is charging you up just like the C cord for your cell phone. Plug in, plug up. Okay? Go on out there and tap in. Full moon energy. And look, sleeping good at night, no worries. So for a lot of you that I know for some of us when it's a full moon, it changes for me. I'm not gonna lie. It depends on what kind of moon it is. I may feel really sleepy, or at other full moons, I may feel extremely wired. So for some of you, they're telling you when there's a full moon that comes in and it makes you feel like you want to take extra naps or you need to lay down, it's because they're putting you under for subconscious surgery. It's like your ancestral team. Like there's no way, you know how much we rebuild ourselves in slumber. That's what's happening. So if they keep putting you down, it's because you're having procedures done and on a soul level, in your mind space, in your heart space. They're going in, you're being worked on. And that's why you have to be, you have to be asleep for the procedure. They can't have you up wiggling around doing that kind of celestial surgery. And you gotta go under, just like surgery. So these full moon energies you're being saturated with and fueled up with and all kinds of stuff. It's during those extra sleep, those extra slumbers. So just so you know, I know some of us get worried, like, oh, I'm sleeping all the time. Well, what's wrong with me? Just continue drinking water, take your vitamins, and take the nap because you're recalibrating. Okay? They're saying you have no worries. Just take the nap. Go to sleep early. It's fine. They even saying take up a new hobby. It sound like they're trying to retire, y'all. They're trying to take you out the fray. Yeah. Did you ask for this soft girl or this soft guy era? Did you ask for this life of ease? Marie, stop it. Marie said they're rewiring everything. It's upgrades then, Woo! They talking about everybody. They not leaving nothing up for guesswork. You are ascending because you separated yourself from dirt bags. You understand? Your real estate value, your stuff went up. Your value went up once you got them off your property. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Reiki is nice. Haven't had it done in a while. That might be my cue to go get it done. But look, this card says they forfeited their own bag trying to steal yours. Now, weren't we just talking about failed destiny swaps just a few ticks back? Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna. I done knocked y'all down. See? Look at me. And now they ask me, do you want to put a pinned comment? No, I don't. No, I don't want to do all that. Now look, let me get y'all culprit's name, okay? Cause got that on the destiny swap energy is dangerous, okay? Especially if it's people that still right up under you, like maybe a roommate or I don't know, like a coworker who you got to share an office with. I don't know. But we're gonna name these destiny swappers because it might be a cousin or a sibling or somebody you need to get the freak from around you. They're saying that this person it has a Leo or Capricorn placements. This person that forfeited their own bag while trying to steal yours. Yeah. Be careful, because this is someone that's gonna be they're gonna be looking quite pitiful. Like if you run across them again soon, they're gonna be looking real pitiful. Because the little bit of goodies that they already had that they of their own, they've lost even that. Okay? They couldn't walk away with your stuff, and the little bit of trash that they had of their own forfeited. So they literally have nothing now. Okay? So their movements, their motives are going to become more and more desperate. Okay? So stakes are high, basically. Stakes are super high. Tell us more, Spirit, about the culprits who forfeited their own bag. Now they're walking around. Oh, my. So some of you might have some folks from that religious cult or that coven that came up from before. Some of them may have been trying to do dream work or head work on you. Facts. Because the 12th house is out here. 12th house is Pisces. So I'm just going to say they could have been a Pisces. Someone who forfeited their own bag trying to steal yours. But they're telling us the way that they tried to do it. They tried to infiltrate your subconscious mind, friend. And that's why it was dangerous for you to still deal with them. Because they would do things like, oh, maybe they're offering spiritual retreats or couples retreats or Bible study retreats or ayahuasca, like whatever it was. They were doing things like that would require a certain level of trust, okay, in order for them to help you or guide you through certain spiritual experiences. Scary, right? Because these are people you would have to trust with the you that's beyond the surface. And they were using these services or, yeah, I wouldn't neither, Marie. Neither. Now, I have been on a few like conventions and met up with people, but yeah, I'm definitely not in the business of letting people tinker with my innards like anymore. Like, no, thank you. That's why I got real good with divination, because I was like, if it's anything I need to know, I need to figure it out myself. And if it's anything that needs to be done, me and my spirit team need to be able to do it ourselves. Facts. I believe wholeheartedly in the sacred sovereigns thing, okay? But sometimes early on in your path, or sometimes people who are just looking for a sense of community, they discover communities where they're led to believe that they can trust everyone's agenda, everybody's mindset, and these people will say and do most of the correct things, okay, to appear in alignment with that until you get, just far enough in for them to like I gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you who breeze through a sketchy spiritual community, yeah, they were absolutely. So if anybody ever popped up in your dream on some weird, like, what was so-and-so doing in my dream? They were trying to meddle. But the funny thing is that in their attempt to meddle, they screwed themselves. Your ancestral squad are some straight up hitters, okay? And it's like they're the kind of hitters that are extremely cool about things, Okay, for one, they know that most people are not going to be prepared for the backlash. So they try to leave enough wiggle room for people to get themselves back together because they know that regardless of what smoke they think they want, they'll never be ready for the hellfire, okay, that come from your ancestral squad. So your ancestral squad try to leave room for people to get themselves together. Uh, but in this case, these people were hard-headed. They thought they were superior to you in some sort of way. Hi, Sunny. They thought they were superior to you in some sort of way. Maybe they were mentors, maybe they were alleged gurus, whatever. Um, but their heads basically too big. They hadn't got big on that pedestal, that fake pedestal they sit real high up on, and I guess they thought they were immune or had some sort of right to trespass. This is one of those situations where someone breaks into a home to steal, and then they lose their life in that joint. You that was going in there to take something and never make it back out. That's what this is. Have a great day, honey. JBP, all them letters. But yeah, they were trying to do head work and dream work on you. They hit a fatal tripwire and lost everything trying to steal what you had. Yeah. Oh, look, ayo, that smoke was everywhere. I done that before. It was for a lot of you, it was a feminine energy that was trying to do this head work on you. Okay. And they forfeited their own stuff trying to be a thief. Jealous of your abilities. You must have a very, very superior psychic gifts or you're just gifted. You have the gift of prophecy, all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. The culprit who lost it all trying to play with you, first but the last initial could be L. I'm hearing Lucy, Lacey, Latasha, Lucretia, Larry, Lindsay, Lassiter. Somebody's last name could be Lassiter. Capricorn's out here again, though. Definitely was a Capricorn that tried it. Self-righteous little punk. And a Libra. Okay. So in this particular instance, this is someone that was they saw you had this inheritance of twin flame energy, bonus money type stuff, this type of energy around you. And they was like, oh yeah, I'm about to tie you up in the back of your own closet and walk around wearing your stuff myself. You gonna get, yeah, psycho like a Leroy. Now they tied up in the basement. Ain't gonna never see the light of day again. That's what they get. Yes, indeed. Forfeited their own bag trying to steal yours. Now they don't have nothing. They don't have yours. They don't have theirs. Nothing. Okay. Reese, you trying to find out if your cord cutting work? Let's see. I'm going to get the tarot for you, Bookie. Yes. Now, I'm inclined to say yes because of the oracles we had earlier. But since you asked specifically, let's go ahead and we'll do an official pluck for you. Spirit, come through for Reese. Reese wants to know how effective was the cord cutting. What we got going on for Reese. Spirit, show me with the uprights what we got going on. How's the energy around those cord cuttings Reese did? Wow. So this is giving me the energy of you being on your own. Like, whatever it was, it feels like you've gotten away from it. Because we have the Nine of Pentacles here. And you know, the Nine of Pentacles is about being on your own, self-sufficient, not having anyone around because you don't need them around. The Hermit is also giving the energy of ghosting something. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would say that you have done well. Let's have another, though. You've done quite well. You got the Hermit energy out here, and you showing up in the Nine of Pentacles, meaning you're free and independent, self-sufficient. It looks like you done got them off you. We got the moon out here. You got a runner. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you showing up as the Empress, too. You know, the Empress all powerful. This Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. This is everybody at the pinnacle, sitting high. Like I said, you done got rid of them. You on your own. It's just you and your bird and all your lush greenery, around you. And look at that big old smile on your face. This is like the Pentacle version of the Nine of Cups. It's wish fulfillment, gains. Okay, self-sufficient. Don't need them. Hermit energy here. Yeah, you done ghosted them. Okay. Sure have. What we got here? Yes. Yes, cord cuttings are working. We got bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands and a 4 of Wands. 3 of Wands is about waiting for ships to come in, or the expectation of results. Okay. And your expectation is when you can celebrate. It's solid. You know what I'm saying? I also know that you protected yourself well, because all these wands together are 7 wands, which is protection. You done block their ass. Yep. If they are anywhere around, they're only somewhere where they can just watch. All they can do is watch. They can't touch. They cannot access you in thought, deed, or speech. They can just observe. Like, yes, you've done it, friend. Look at that sun energy. Happy, joyous. And then behind that is the 10 of Cups. Yay! So, yes. Okay. I would just say continue to fortify and reinforce them. They are effective. Okay. Gino, what's up? How you doing? Laura. So, I'm guessing your name's not Laura, Gino. Okay. So, are we asking about Laura? You got enough moxie you want to really know about this person? I'm trying to give you a chance to say something before I move on, because I just seen that name and I'm like, Hi, Sunny. Yeah, ain't nothing like a good cord cut. Get the riffraff from around you. Yes, indeed. Gino ain't said nothing, you guys. But then again, my signal is kind of wonky because I live in the boonies. Facts. I live in the woods. We have black bears walking around outside during the summertime. Facts, though. Foxes, black bears, whatever. Only thing I ain't seen is some gators. I swear, I don't need to never see one of them in the Virginia, North Carolina area. Never. But they claim that with the way the climate is shifting around, that they're coming up the coast. They're saying the waters are getting warmer and warmer up the East Coast, and that they're coming further and further up. Florida, keep your gators. We don't want them. Keep the gators. We don't want them. Yes. We had, oh my gosh, I'm going to just have to find the video. Because I had taken video of a black bear cub. He was dumpster diving in one of the dumpsters at the other. It's an apartment building across the way. And I could see it from a distance. His little black feet was dangling out of the dumpster. It was so cute. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, look at the feet. They looked like little costume feet, but it was a whole real ass baby bear in the dumpster. So cute, though. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. He was adorable. And then on my patio, I usually put hummingbird feeders out, and they come through, and I love them. They are such a delight. I didn't know they had so much sass and personality. I did not realize they were that territorial. I did not realize that they would actually get close to you. Like, if you just stay still, they will get right in your face. Okay? Facts. Because we getting hit with stuff. I know in Florida, when them iguanas start falling, they be like, what is going on? Y'all freezing out iguanas? It's bad. It's bad. Yeah. Yes, I love. Oh, God, they are so cute. I had one. I used to come out there and sit in a rocking chair. so regularly that one of them would just, he came and he just hovered in my face, like looking at me as if like I'm just trying to get a closer look. Oh, okay. Gino said Laura's terrible. Woo! Okay, so we don't need to read about Laura. Okay, we already know that that's a bad vibe. That's a toxic devil. Let us not speak of her again. Like, are we casting her out into the sea of nothingness, Gino? Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I actually like Florida. I got a chance to scoot down there a couple years back. I went to Orlando. I don't know why I had to think about it. But I thought it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love the vibes there. Not gonna lie. Um, I will say though, as far as my favorite places that I've been, um, yeah, Sonny, tell him, get it, whew, puff of smoke, get her on out of there. Get her on out of there. Or do the classic shoe joint, write it on a piece of paper, put in the shoe, walk around on her head all day. Like, it is crazy. As simple as that is, why that is effective, boy. But as far as my favorite places I've traveled to, I would say, New Orleans. I liked Vegas. I did Vegas. It's been a long time. Like, it's been about a dang near a decade since I've been to Vegas. LA and Vegas were cool. Vegas was real nice. It was the first place where I ever saw like police officers smile. I'm not gonna lie. Like to see like a cluster, like everybody seemed happy. Like I've never seen it before. And then when I was in Vegas, it was like racism didn't exist. It was like everybody just agreed to not care what you look like. We're all just trying to have a good time. Okay. It was great. It was real great. Happy officers, no racism. I don't know. I don't know if it was because I was there, but that was my impression. Okay. Gino, are you talking about the hummingbirds? Because they were really spicy, yo. Like the way they would fight each other over the feeder sometimes was crazy. Like it would sound like missiles zooming past the door with them, like one chasing the other one off, like, get your ass from over here. Like they were serious about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, the hummingbirds were hardcore. They're adorable, but man, I saw how they treated each other. They were serious about that feeder. So this year, I'm gonna put more than one feeder out. Like I felt bad about some of the smaller guys that were getting ran off because they were trying to go to that one feeder. So I think I'm gonna put maybe 2 or 3 of them out there this year. Because I really do love them coming around. And I have my petunias out there and stuff, and they be drinking and having a good time. I like it. I like it, you know? I don't know. I done held y'all afternoon a long time. Some of y'all might be needing to go spruce up for your your date tonight. I ain't gonna hold you, you know. I know that the folks who caught this reading, they are definitely in the position of onward and upward. Leaving the succubus and the incubus vibes behind, leaving the fake friends, the fake communities behind, the fake family members. Okay? We're only talking about real, genuine cups, real, genuine love, real, genuine friendships and compassion stuff. Anybody got time for no more phony mask on, mask off? Yeah. Word. Oh my God, he's back. You guys. Earth sign vibes been kind of all over this live, not gonna lie. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But hey, we all King of Pentacles today. They told us we got bonus money dropping in, friend. Everybody is the King of Pentacles today. Yeah. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the world. You graduated the simulation. Dealing with the riffraff, dealing with the lack, dealing with the abuse. You done got on up out of there. Will you be moving soon? All right, sassy, classy. Let's see what we got here. Spirit, come through with the uprights. For my friend Sassy Classy, before we close out with the Hebrew power terms. Now remember, if you feel like after this you might want a personal reading, you can just check for my email in the any description of any video. It's there. And just reach out. But I hope what we've been discovering here today is inspiration enough to carry you through. Okay. Then I just saw the Queen of Pentacles, a match, counterparts. Like I said, ain't no more struggle, love. Come through, Spirit, for Sassy Classy. What's up with that move? Show us the energy around that with the uprights. I have the Eight of Pentacles for you and the Seven of Cups. So this looks like a vision that they want you to work on. Okay. Do you have a vision board yet? If you do not, I would highly consider getting one. Let's have some more. Because it looks like your ancestors are indeed trying to manifest this with you. Tell us more, Spirit, about this process. 878. 878 is significant. Because we have the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and now we have the Eight of Wands. This is something that once this vision board takes place, or whatever this work you're doing, working towards this dream, relocation, it takes off rather quickly. Hang on. 878 is significant though. I swear, I think it's like a house number or a business. I mean, a house, apartment, or excuse me. It's an address number. Ooh! Yeah. So the answer is yeah. It has something to do with you just simply finishing raising the money. But it's there. Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. First of all, that's 11 Pentacles. That's giving justice vibes on the end. On the back end. So I'm not sure if you have any legal proceedings. Likely it's a spiritual court proceeding where you're getting weighed out and paid out. But baby, they're saying just stay focused on the vision, stay working, and it's just going to wisp in with an Ace of Pentacles and a Ten of Pentacles energy around it. That's very auspicious. Okay. Spirit, how about you give us, heck yeah, I gotta recreate my vision board as well. Okay. Facts. For Sassy Classy Spirit, tell me the number of months down the road that these resources will be available to make this quick move. How many months down the road can Sassy Classy expect to be raising the money for this move? Knight of Swords is here, so they didn't give me a number, but this is also telling me it could actually be happening a lot faster than you thought. Let me ask again though, how many months, Spirit? Is it months? It's not months. It's not months. This might be real fast because the Tower is here. Whoa. You get the Knight of Swords with the Tower. This might be like a... Spirit. All right. I'm going to ask since they talking about it so fast. No. Because I didn't get to ask. That was the Two of Swords. So it could be 2 months. But let me ask, Spirit, how many weeks? They said 7 weeks. They're serious. This is going to be approximately 2 months, it's looking like. Now, I'm not saying the move is happening in 2 months. I'm saying that the resources to start looking seriously and drill down on the next address, in 2 months, they're saying you should have the resources to start looking and deciding. Word. This is there. So they're serious. It is fast. You could be manifesting this through the spring equinox portal. Something like that. Yeah. It literally is about you just deciding. This could for real also be about some sort of legal judgment. We're going in your favor. I don't know. Maybe this is a governing body like the IRS. Maybe you get an amazing return this year or something. But something is going to dump the funds, the resources to move in your lap. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They still got me shuffling. Your ancestors they must be ranked up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And for the Three of Cups to be out here, I'm guessing 2 to 3 months. You're going to successfully close the cycle on raising the funds necessary to get going with the world energy right there. And with the Three of Cups there, it looks like you're very pleased with how this all finally comes together. Okay. This spring, summer. All right. So right now, based on the energy you're in right now and based on the way you're stacking your coins or the way you are arranging your thoughts, you're pulling it in fast based on what you're doing currently. Yes, ma'am. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I ain't going to hold you. You might got some flowers and some chocolate waiting on you somewhere. You know. Word. All right. Let's close these fine folks out, Spirit. What is the Hebrew power time energy around their paths going forward, onward and upward? Show it to us. Woo! Mefoir. I'm sorry, that's Mesudar. I saw Mefoir. Mefoir is glorious, okay? Take that. That's a gift. That's an extra. Mesudar is here, though. Orderly. Again, your thoughts becoming things, and they become things a lot faster when they are orderly. Vision boards, ladies and gentlemen. Vision boards, journaling, etc. 63 reduces down to 9, which is the spiritual realm. You are absolutely getting guidance and support from your spiritual team and from your ancestors beyond the veil. Okay. March 6th, June 3rd, significant. Virgo, on the table again. Mushlam here. Accomplished. Okay. This is your energy. You're orderly. You're accomplished. This is the energy of Emperor, Empress type vibes. Okay. Very, very, very first oracle at the beginning of the live was the Hierophant and High Priestess card together. A spiritually ascended power couple. And now this energy of being orderly and accomplished is coming out. This is definitely talking about an ascended, powerful energy. Okay. 37 is significant. 73 also significant. Reduces down to 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Good luck, good vibes, good energy around you, friends. Did I not have another? I thought I had more than one that had flipped. Okay. All right. March 7th, July 3rd, significant. Woo, Metkut. Sweetness with the energy of the magician there. Again, thoughts becoming things. I'm talking to powerful people. Metkut. Virgo, Gemini energy on the table. Yo, Virgo is all over this read. I don't know. So definitely by Virgo season, I'm feeling like a lot of you are going to be sitting in these new lives. Oh, there it is. I knew I wasn't tripping. Levavot Kudishim. That is the energy of sacred hearts. Again, people who are good people. They have good intentions. They have integrity. They're compassionate. They're confident. Okay. These are people who don't tap dance for validation, and they're not going to make you tap dance for it either. Okay. 23 is significant. 32 also. March 2nd, February 3rd, significant dates or energetic shift points for you guys. Reduced down to 5, which is the Hierophant. Literally the energy that started the read. Bottom of the deck, Yofi Elohi, divine beauty. Sitting pretty, baby. I'm talking the caliber of beings that are around you as it pertains to your heart space, your business dealings, your peer group. Heart space matters, not just romance, okay? All right? Confirmation, hey. So, onward and upward indeed, friends. I sure hope this has been helpful. It has been a lot of fun. I plan on doing this more as time goes on. Likely it'll be for mainly for the people in the membership once I get it going. Okay. But this was absolutely fun. I sure hope that you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed you. And until we have another meetup again, be well, stay well, friends. Peace.